So we are ready to welcome 2021, and there are some news and important updates to have for families who are recipients of EBT benefits. And we have Nayroby Rosa-Soriano from One Holyoke CDC to give us this important update. Nayroby, thank you for being with us today. And what's the news about the pandemic EBT?
So it was just reported to One Holyoke yesterday that DTA has approved pandemic EBT funds to be allocated to parents of school-age children. And so this pandemic EBT, a lot of people saw it in the summer. It is a fund that is provided on an individual card that is designated to the child that's registered in a public school, like Holyoke Public Schools or Springfield Public Schools that offer lunch. And so this card was mailed to families, and it has just been refunded funds into it for the month of October and November. And from my understanding, it's been actually approved for families to receive this funding monthly until 2021, September, I believe, of 2021. And so families are going to be receiving an amount that was already deposited as of yesterday, December 30th, into their pandemic EBT card. And then every month on the 25th of every month, starting January 25th, there will be an allotted amount deposited into the PEBT card monthly. That's from my understanding of what I've read.
So the Department of Transitional Assistance, who manages the food stamps, or better known as EBT, is also providing this pandemic EBT as an additional source of funds for people to buy food. And like you said, during the summer, these cards were sent to many families. It was a little bit of a challenge because sometimes it was hard for some families to actually receive it or knowing how to activate them. Right now, one situation that might be the case is that some families may have discarded this card. So what can they do if that is the case, if they have lost or they don't have their card no longer with them? How can they get another one in order to continue receiving these funds?
So if families got the PEBT card in the past, it will be put on the same EBT card, right? If they need a new card, they can visit dtaconnect.com/PEBT. And there they will be able to either request a new card, set up their profile and find out, the status of it. If families were already on SNAP and have a certain amount of income, that amount has been added to that same EBT card versus getting a new card. They just allot it to the card that they already have. But if families got the PEBT card in the past, they're going to put that amount again. They can also call 877-382-2363, and that they would be able to find out what the balance is on their card.
Now, this applies for families who have school-age kids in the school district in Holyoke and also in Springfield, right?
Right. From my understanding, it applies to any public schools that provides free or reduced school lunches in the school, which usually now it's free school lunches. So if you know that you're back then, years ago, there used to be a form that you would have to fill out, right? A reduced school lunch form to see if you're eligible, or if not, you would have to pay for school lunches. So there are public schools that do not give free lunches to their students. Holyoke Public Schools does, and so Holyoke Public School students are eligible. I believe Springfield Public Schools does as well. There are different schools that have different policies, and so all these PEBT cards were issued based on the registrations that the Holyoke Public Schools or Springfield Public Schools sent to the state.
And also, One Holyoke CDC has been active on getting this information and putting the word out. And there is another update that recently happened, and is
Yeah.
good news as well, from One Holyoke CDC.
Yes, so from the Health Resources in Action, we received a $30,000 grant, One Holyoke did, to be able to provide more information to the families in the Latino community, in Holyoke community, about staying safe. And I wanted to make sure people, were aware of that information and know that One Holyoke has some information, some resources. We, go on our website. We have some information related to the current COVID-19 updates. I know Holyoke Media has been doing great stuff with, informing the public of where we are and how, how safe our city is. And so, One Holyoke wants to continue that and spread the word and information. You'll be seeing our new campaign logo where it's a Stay Safe Holyoke. We will be you'll be hearing from us, maintain that social distance, keep gatherings to small, family household gatherings, wear your mask everywhere you go, and let's try to keep Holyoke safe, and let's all participate in that. And so you will be seeing that from One Holyoke throughout the next couple months.
Well, Nayrobi, thank you so much for sharing this information. I know this is going to be of real value and importance for many families who right now are struggling with funding, especially to provide food for their families and their children. So Pandemic EBT is now available, and it will be available until September 2021. It's important for people to spread the word and to utilize these funds that are now available. Thank you so much for all this work, and happy New Year 2021.
Thank you. Same to you, Johan.